Hey there, Capricorn. Welcome to your reading for the week of January 16th. We're going to jump right in here, Capricorn, and we are going to see what is going on for you in your current general energies. You have this crown card that says success and pride on it, and you also have this shark card that says survival and power. So there could be a lot of success. Look at this. This is a very good reading already. So there's clearly some success coming in for you. I feel like you need to stay grounded this week just a little bit here and kind of focus on reality with this energy for sure. Because, you have this dragonfly card. If you've ever looked through a dragonfly's wings, it's kind of shimmery. It kind of looks like a stained glass window and it has an iridescence to it. So it's kind of not seeing things for how they truly are. It can kind of represent an illusion or, something along those lines. So I feel like you need to pay attention. It's sometimes I think things are going well for us and then we get caught up in the fantasy, right? So this is saying keep things in reality. You have the Knight of Cups as well. Could be love for some of you. We'll just cover the love stuff real quick. Knight of Cups, Two of Cups, Three of Wands. Could be someone from a distance. I feel like it's a soulmate with that Six of Cups. I don't think it's a past person. I definitely feel it's a new person coming in for you, and it looks really good to me here. But that's all I'm getting for love, by the way. I feel like it'll, clearly you will be very happy because you have the sun in this row as well. But there could be some a need to overcome distance or something like that. For most of you, though, again, I feel like this is the dream. He has this cup right here, and it kind of represents having a dream. And then he's standing in the desert, but the water is flowing in front of him. I always say, all he has to do is plant seeds in front of him, and they will grow, even though he is in the desert. So, again, this is a sign of the times. I keep saying to everyone, it's the time that we're in right now. It might not seem like we have the goals or, the resources necessary to do the things we want to do. But if we just get started, the universe will move out of the way. So, I would get started on anything that you're thinking about starting. You have this Six of Cups as well. So, Six of Cups, I feel, is kind of a lot of thinking energies, what I'm getting, which is pretty weird. Six of Cups, it is a card of nostalgia, thinking about the past, but it's not really a thinking card, right? But that's what I'm getting here is some of you could be thinking about the past or a past person, but really I feel like you're very focused on new. It's you see how much conflict someone from the past brought you, and I feel that you are sitting over here on your high horse. So for the most part, I feel like you're sitting in a position of success. Intuitively, I would be you have this success and pride card here as well. I think you need to maintain this energy here, Capricorn, is what this is saying to me. This crown card, I would be careful if you have a person coming back from the past asking for money or who needs help or something like that. I'm not saying you can't help them, but I would say why, right? It's is this a person that can't help themselves? I would just be cautious of the reason why you're doing something, why you're helping a person. Right? And people always say Chris, you're very mean that you wouldn't help a person from the past. I'm yeah, but you know what? There are millions of people in the same exact position as your ex probably that might need help. So it's can you help all of them? No, you can't. So your ex is just another person, right? And depending on what they did to you, it's they might not deserve the help. As heartless as that may seem, I think we're in a time where we need to save our own ass, is with an S, right? So, that's what I'll say there. You have the sun. Clearly, there's a lot of good things coming in for you. And again, that's also why I'd be careful. For some reason, I'm getting this on the Five of Wands, by the way. The Five of Wands is a card of conflict and competition. But what I'm getting is that it's intuitively, it's popping into my head, as a situation where either a person is asking you for money or is asking for help. But I think it's because of the amount of attention that you are getting. So I would be careful of that. With the Knight of Cups, you have the Eight of Swords. Yeah, you need to get started. Eight of Swords is self-imposed restriction. I think you just need to start planting seeds, especially if you have a goal, wish, or dream that you want to start working on. I would get moving, which all your readings have been about recently. With the Six of Cups, you have the Six of Pentacles. Love it. I love 2 6s. If you've been watching me for a while, I love 2 6s. Because it's basically confirmation for your path. It says that you're going in the right direction, you're on the right path, you're doing the right things that you need to be doing at this time. So definitely moving in the right direction. I would also be careful where you're giving your energy. Six of Pentacles, he's giving to one person, not the other. But I feel like this is you. I feel like you need to make sure to give to the things that fulfill you, to give to the things that give energy back to you as well. And the other thing is, again, if someone's asking you for money, it's like, one of those things. Like I said, this is going to be based off your own situation. You're going to have to look at the situation and say, am I truly helping this person, right? It's like if you have a person that's coming in that's always having money issues, it's like maybe the reason they're always having money issues is because everyone's always bailing them out. That's what I think about as well. It's like sometimes people need to learn to save themselves. And it's like because someone's always there bailing them out, they never learn how to overcome things, especially if they're an adult, right? And it's like I'm not saying we don't all fall on hard times, but it's like sometimes we have to learn to save ourselves. But if someone's always there to baby this person, I just feel like some of you might have a person like that in your life. And, I just be careful of that. With the Sun, are you kidding? You have the Ten of Cups, fortune after difficulty, a lot of improvements coming in for you this week. I think you're just in a good time, Capricorn. I think that you're a survivor, obviously, and I think you could be really benefiting from just a lot of things that are going on at this time. Next, in the area of what you need to know right now, you have the Dragonfly. It says truth transcends illusion. Obviously, I feel like you need to buy into the truth, I think, for the next 20 years, Pluto and Aquarius. I'm pretty sure I'm going to do, I don't know, let me know what y'all think, but I'm pretty sure I'm going to do next 20-year readings as well coming up. I'm going to do Pluto and Aquarius readings, even though technically Pluto doesn't enter into Aquarius until 2024. It does enter this year for a short period of time, retrogrades out, but what I would say is that I think that the truth is more important than ever. There is going to be no hiding from the truth. We're going to be seeing a lot of truths being exposed as well. We just had that FTX scandal, the crypto scandal. There are other examples of things that are kind of like coming out as the truth, right? But really, none of that matters because none of the acting TV show that they put on for us, right? None of that is real in the first place. None of it is the truth anyway. But what is important is our own truth. If you are not living your own inner truth, whatever that means for you, then you're gonna have a hard time. But if you're doing what you really want to do in life, then you will be very successful. But sometimes being honest with yourself is scary. But what I would say is you have the Strength card. Two of Cups, and the Hermit. The Strength card, you can see this lion has its tail between its legs. This lion is submitting to her. That is her inner beast, her inner critic, her inner voice. And I think one of the biggest challenges for you, Capricorn, is again going to be admitting the truth to yourself. Again, like some of the truths that I see people having to face are maybe you have a career and you don't like it, right? But maybe you've been doing it for a long time, but maybe there's something else you want to do. It is scary to go from something very secure to something that might not be secure, right? Maybe you're starting a business. Maybe you're doing something else. Maybe you want to do something that could get you exposed, right? Maybe you want to be on YouTube, which could get you exposed. Maybe you want to, be the next Barney. Maybe you want to dress as a dinosaur and put on a kid show. I don't know. It could be anything, right? But, I think the thing that we all have to face is those fears of telling people, oh, I dress up as a dinosaur for kids, right? Or something like that. So, it's kind of like those are the truths that we are all having to face. And if we face those truths, which it looks like you're doing because of that Strength card, then we will obviously be successful. You have the Two of Cups. Again, in love, could be a perfect match coming in for you. Could be a Virgo, by the way, or a water sign, or a Leo. Leo definitely stands out to me here. So, could be any sign, but it would clearly be a soulmate, perfect match type of deal. I also feel like this is you and your higher self. I always say that Two of Cups is like communicating with your higher self. And it's like your higher self is guiding you at this time. I think that some of you, it wouldn't be such a bad idea to look at how far you've come. I think it would be a good idea to look back at the past, to look at all the challenges and difficulties that you've overcome in the recent years. Because it's like I feel like you've overcome a lot. And I also feel like you've learned a lot of lessons. I feel like there are a lot of things happening for you. And I think there are a lot of things where if you look at the lessons that you learned, there might actually be some guidance in the lessons that you learned or in some of the things that you've been through. And that's definitely something that I think could be coming up for you specifically. I keep saying to everyone that, that there's probably a lot of blessings or, I tell people to get the gold from the difficulties that they've been through. It's like if you've been through something difficult, get the reward for it. We don't just go through lessons for nothing. So make sure you're seeing the lesson. Make sure you're looking for the, the benefit and get something for it, right? With the Strength card, you have the Death card. Definitely, I feel like you're changing your whole life here, Capricorn. Not trying to be, clickbaity or anything, but I think you're going through a very quick transformation here. Pretty much every single person has had a ton of transformation energy, and like I said, I think it's just a sign of the times. By the time we get to 2025, end of 2025, Uranus switches signs, Neptune switches signs. It's like we have major generational planets, basically. Uranus isn't really generational necessarily, although it kind of is. It takes a long time, good amount of time to go through a sign, but it's not, generational like Pluto. But by that time, we're going to have all these planets switching signs, like major, whenever this happens, major transformations. Pluto alone, next year, 2024, technically, even though it goes into Aquarius this year, major generational planet. There are going to be major transformations for everybody. With the Two of Cups, yep, you have the World. Definitely an accomplishment coming in for you, a lot of accomplishments, but I do feel there could be a person from a distance coming in for you, because you go Nine of Cups, Two of Cups, Three of Wands, like needing to travel, needing to do something. So if you want love, that's there. Again, I also feel like following your inner truth and your higher self, whatever your higher self is guiding you to do. This could be through dreams, daydreams. The other thing I think of sometimes is like sometimes if you all of a sudden develop an interest in something, like out of the blue, then that might be a clue that you should follow that interest. With the Hermit, you have the Magician. Yeah, you have all the talents, gifts, skills, and abilities necessary to do something. He has all the talents, gifts, skills, and abilities. The Magician, to be very successful. His words create worlds, and you have the world here, so I feel like you need to use your words to create the world that you want to see in the future, for sure. Next, you have this card that says, don't soothe your pain with momentary pleasure. So again, if you're going through a breakup, no talking to the ex, no going back to the ex, or anything like that. You have this Designer card. It says, find a creative strategy to improve your finances. I think this is true for everyone. If I were everyone, which I am, I would be very, very focused on kind of learning about finances. Again, I'm not a financial advisor. I never passed a math class in my life, so definitely don't listen to me when it comes to money, finances, investing, any of that stuff, right? Let's just throw that out there right now. But what I would say is I am learning my ass off when it comes to anything financial right now, because number one, I'm looking for more opportunities to invest money, to save money, to do all that stuff. And, again, I'm trying to learn as much as I can. The other thing I'm doing is I'm looking at both sides. There are people right now who are saying, like, how bad it's going to get, but there are also people who are saying, no, it's going to be perfectly fine or whatever. And it's like, I'm not accepting anything into my life, but I am accepting the information. I'm taking the information in, processing it, thinking about it, and at least I have it, right? Because, depending on which way it goes, I want to be prepared. So I think being a prepper is about being prepared. It's not about storing a bunch of corn in your basement, right? So I would make sure to just, educate yourself on financial matters, learn about new opportunities to earn money on the side as well. I think Uranus and Taurus, by the way, we have Uranus and Taurus until 2025. It wouldn't surprise me if over at the second half here of Uranus and Taurus, if we see kind of maybe a new technology, especially with Pluto and Aquarius, where think like Uber, it's like I think we'll see maybe new companies that provide opportunities for people to make money on the side, but it's going to be something different. It's not going to be Uber. It's going to be like making money with something else, right? I don't know what I'm talking about, but what I am saying, Capricorn, is I would be open and I would pay attention to those opportunities. You have the Two of Swords, Five of Wands, and the Three of Wands. Again, you're not going to make money where you are. That's for sure. And by the way, this is the area of the unexpected. Two of Swords says we have to go over to this new island. Again, I really feel the strangest thing about the next 20 years with Pluto and Aquarius. I'm going to do those collective readings. I'm going to do, I think I'm going to do all signs. Each individual sign for the next 20 years, basically Pluto and Aquarius. Because I think the most interesting thing is that it's going to be extremely weird, right? Very weird time, but you have a choice in which world you live in. That's what I think people need to realize with Pluto and Aquarius. You can suffer and deal with all the craziness, or you can kind of control your own reality by paying attention, following your heart, listening to your intuition, working together with other people, going over here, exploring new opportunities, new ideas, evolving, all those things. And just picking one or two of those things is going to be enough for you to live a very good life. So, it's like I saw someone's, I don't remember who it was. It was a great video. It was another astrologer. I can't remember who it was though. But I saw a lot of comments on their video from people who were very scared about the next 20 years. And I'm like, no, it's not going to be scary. It doesn't have to be, right? And I think that's the weirdest part about it. You have the Five of Wands. Again, I feel like you need to avoid conflict at all cost from people who are just trying to cause conflict in your life. I would also be very careful, like I said, of lending money. For whatever reason, that popped into my head immediately at the beginning of the reading. I was talking about it right at the beginning of the reading as like someone who needs money or needs help or something like that. But again, I also feel like you shouldn't. And again, every time I say this, like people are like, you're greedy, you're this, you're that. I'm like, well, okay, then give the money. I don't care, but don't come crying to me when you don't get the money back, or don't come crying to me when you find out that they spent the money on like 20 gallons of rum or something like that, right? So I don't know. I can't help you. But you have for that person. But you have the Three of Wands. Three of Wands card of expansion. I'd be focusing on expansion. The other thing is I'd be focusing on taking action. Yes, at the time of me recording this video, we're 2 days away from the end of the Mercury retrograde. Mars will be going direct next week as well. So, or what is it, this week? Sorry, I'm shooting it on the 10th. So that's what I'm saying, next week. But, Mars will be going direct. But, there's still that kind of like retrograde lingering energy. But really, I feel like we need to take action. Like there's never... Really, when you really boil it down, it's like there is never, ever again going to be a perfect moment to do anything. Like, look at this year. We leave Mars retrograde. Technically, we leave the shadow middle of March, right? And then April, we have Mercury retrograde again. It's like we can't escape it. And, I think that you need to get started, but be smart about the things that you're getting started on. With the Two of Swords, yes, going to the other side is going to lead to quick success, rapid success, good things coming in for you. I do feel like there could be communication coming in for you from a distance as well. We see it going this way right here. If it's a past person, I would definitely be careful with this energy. I just don't like it. If it's a new person, I think it's much better. With the Five of Wands, you have the Seven of Swords, lying, cheating, stealing. This is the other reason. It's like this person was like a liar, cheater, stealer. It's like I think what really is kind of setting me off here about this Five of Wands is I think what I'm picking up on is like this person's intentions, It's like if they're coming in asking you for money, it's like they just know that you're a good person and that you'll say yes. You know what I mean? It's like it just feels toxic. It feels gross. I don't like it. So I would be very careful. I feel like they're lying in the first place as well. With the Three of Wands, you have the Page of Pentacles. Definitely focus on the newness, focus on something new, and you'll be successful. Could also be new love, clearly. Page of Pentacles with that Three of Wands, so I would get moving. Next, in the area of messages from your future self, you have this Hand of Fate card. It says, forces beyond your control intervene. Looks like there's a lot of success coming in here, that these forces that are coming in for you. Ace of Wands, very successful. Six of Wands, very successful as well. So I feel like there could be a lot of success coming in because like the universe is guiding you to it, right? You have the Ace of Wands, Six of Wands, and the Knight of Swords. It's funny that I said if like you're randomly becoming interested in something new, that you should maybe consider it. Ace of Wands is something that just captures your attention. It's out with the old. This castle is crumbling over here, and it's in with the new. So it kind of represents out with the old, in with the new. But it is a card of kind of your desires, needing to pay attention to things that you desire to have in your life, needing to pay attention to the things that you desire to create. Like all that good stuff is just going to lead to more good stuff in your life. You have the Six of Wands. I feel like this is you. I feel like you're on your high horse in a good way, finding success. And I kind of feel like Capricorn could be one of the signs that's really like leading the charge over the next, 20 years maybe. So like you might be one of the innovators over the next 20 years. You might be one of the people that people really look up to, right? And so that's what I'd be focusing on. Again, I keep telling people, like one of the best ways to work with Pluto and Aquarius is going to be an inspiration for other people. So trying to be as successful as you can in the healthiest, most, best way possible, right? And by doing that, you'll inspire a lot of people. You have the Knight of Swords, no rushing back to the past, but I would also say, like, I think that this needs to be done in balance, this Three of Wands. It's kind of like a weird reading, as usual. It's saying to me, like, you need to get moving, but also don't move too quickly. And and so what I feel like it's saying is, like, kind of like plan your moves a little bit, but also get moving, right? Don't, like, what I think would be better is to focus on that Six of Pentacles. Like, plant a couple of seeds, make little 1% improvements in your business, or try like one or two new things in your business, or try one or two things to start a business, see what works, whatever works, put more energy into it. But I wouldn't just like rush right into something with that Knight of Swords. I wouldn't, and also don't celebrate your wins too quickly either. It's like, I feel that, like, no finish lines, right? I feel like we need to just keep running, right? And don't don't celebrate a win. It's not that you shouldn't celebrate it. It's that, don't allow it to slow you down, right? Is what I would say. With the Ace of Wands, you have the Star. There you go. Definitely something inspiring coming into your life. Ace of Wands, Star. Also could be a period of healing for you. With the Six of Wands, you have the Strength card again, right? So a lot of success coming in by working on yourself. And with the Knight of Swords, you have the Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, definitely like a solid new opportunity coming in for you at this time. But I feel like it's an opportunity that you're being guided to. So, definitely a good time to look into any new opportunities that you possibly could have. But we're going to pull 5 main themes now. You have the Skull card. It says hidden secrets can harm you. So, yeah, avoid secrets. I mean, Pluto in Aquarius is the truth. So, definitely could be a lot of truths coming out. You have this Coins card. It says money will be coming to you. So, clearly a very good money time. You have this Vine card. It says seek out information that will help you. Yes, as I've been saying for years, we have to move a lot of dirt to get to the gold. Again, I've been like a learning nerd for the past, I don't even know, 5 years. I've been just cramming information. Even before that I was, but I've been doubling down on learning as much as I can about the things that I'm interested in, the things that I want to do with my life, the things I want to improve. I just cram it in there. I take notes because I can't remember anything and all that other stuff because, as I've been saying, we have to move a lot of dirt to get to the gold, but when you find gold in whatever it is you're learning, it will make you very successful. It could solve money problems, could make you more money, could be whatever you're learning about. You have this Sunrise card. It says new creative idea, new ventures, fresh start. I would definitely be focusing on any new creative ideas. Ace of Wands, Ace of Pentacles, the Star, the Sun in your reading, 10 of Cups, whatever it is going to lead to success. You have this Dog close-up card. It says pleasure with a close friend. Some of you could be making new friends, and again, as I always say to you, teamwork makes the dream work. I would also be focusing on networking as well. But pretty good reading, Capricorn. So thank you for being here. Really appreciate it. Make sure to watch your Sun, Moon, and Rising for a full picture of what's going on for you at this time. But thank you, and definitely enjoy your week.